Okay, blog number 3 this morning. First I did a blog about Time Magazine, then I did a movie review, and now I'm going to talk about something personal. Not really personal. If you watch one of my first videos, the first blogs that I ever did, there's one there that's called Case of the Vanishing Beauty, in which I talk about a project that I've been working on. And this is my thesis that I'm working on for, my bachelor's degree at Hampshire College. And I'm not going to talk about what it is, because if you want to know what it is, you got to go watch that other video. But let me tell you the headway that I have come on. In the last couple months, I have shot lots. And I have put together a little demo movie. That's on YouTube. That was there a couple days ago. If you were wondering what that was, it's got a green background and a very pretty girl. And anyway, so after I made that, I was dissatisfied with the way that part of it looked, and that was the narration part. Now, a whole lot of this story, this is the book, by the way, right here. I'm a little spiel for those who don't know. This is the book. I am adapting this into an experimental movie. And that is to say that the entire movie is comprised of still images, which I've edited together, and I'm putting in the voiceovers. And in that video that I put up, it's me talking, and that's not how it's going to be. I'm going to get the actors, but I needed to get it out there, and I hadn't done that yet, so I did it myself. So, after I made that video, I was dissatisfied with the first half of it, the part where Shel Scott is narrating. But I liked the second half of it, where there's the conversation happening, because the editing there was happening exactly how I pictured it in my mind also many months ago when I came up with the idea. But the narration was wrong, and that's a big problem because a whole lot of this story is narration. In fact, most of the story is told through narration. Because there's only still images, the story needs to be told, it needs to be voiced. It cannot be, it can be alluded to through the photographs, but I'd much rather it be told to you, almost like you're watching a book on tape. So I came up with this idea. And in fact, I came up with this idea while I was watching The Simpsons. And if you were reading my blog about this, which is here, I'm really bad at this. Anyway, just check out this link that I've written on the screen here. Go to this blog. I've already talked about this on there, but it's not a video blog. I might put this up there anyway. I was watching The Simpsons the other day, and it was the episode where Bart and Milhouse and the other fat kid, I can't remember his name, they pull their money together so they can get this $100 comic book. And later on in the episode, they are reading the comic book, and the comic book is shown on the screen. They go from, like, this cell, and then the camera goes across to that cell, and then it goes down to that cell, and then it goes across, and, it tells the story of the comic book by panning across it and narrating it. And I was like, well, that's a great idea. That is how the narration has to be. So I started taking all of the elements that I had, and I built a comic book. And and then that was fantastic, and that revolutionized this whole thing. Like, now the idea is completely different, but it's still the same thing, sort of. But wow, this was a big change. And so then I built a comic book, and last night I spent all night animating, or sort of making the motion, redoing the video I did basically before with this new comic book style, and then adding in the other part of the video that worked. And now I'm really satisfied with the way this looks. And I'm going to put it up right after I put up this video, and I hope you all watch it. And I really, if you want, please watch it and tell me what you think about it, because that's why I'm putting it up here. I'm not just putting it up here for shits and giggles. I want people to talk to me about it. And I don't mean like, I want legitimate comments. I'm not going to delete any of the, any comments, but, let's get some legit ones, people. Anyhow, that's enough about that. I will see you later. 3 blogs in one day is plenty for me. And in fact, there'll be 4 postings today once I put that other video up. So, watch it, and, hope you guys go to my other blog and check that out there. You can see the entire project. There's loads of stuff up there. Tell me what you think. All right, cool. You know,